¿Qué pasa? Welcome back to another Pokémon Masters EX video on my channel. So today we're gonna take a look at the brand new Master Flare May Champion and a Kyogre Sync pair, right? So this unit is part of the 5.5 anniversary celebration alongside the Brendan and Groudon, for example, and obviously the latest Arc Suit character N and Zoroark, right? So let's take a look at May and let's get down with the character breakdown actually. Now in my case, this is going to be a 1 of 5 showcase since I only have 1 of 5 copies of May. However, having said that, May is probably sufficient to be a 1 of 5 or 2 of 5, right? Now, in my case, at 1 of 5, she is performing extremely well, literally destroying everything where water typing is in an advantage. And even in content where water typing isn't the advantage, this character or this sync pair alongside the other units I have in the same team are actually just destroying content. So yeah, that's probably enough to just end the sentence. Anyways, let's take a look at the moveset from Kyogre. So Kyogre is coming in with the original pulse. This is going to be the standard attack, which attacks all opponents, right? It has a base power of 198, so pretty good damage output. It doesn't have any additional effects, but for the damage output and the coverage, pretty good attack, right? Now, I suggest if you're going to have full potential, obviously 3 of 5 is going to be the best for this character, but as of now, 1 of 5, this is, by the way, the sync grid for anyone who doesn't know, right? This is going to be the sync grid of a character, and yeah, 2 or 3 or 5, you're going to be able to level up even more of these, which is going to be nice in order to do more damage, right? And to, yeah. But anyways, let's carry on. So there is also thunder in it. It never misses when it's rainy. So that is important to be noted, since thunder has a chance to be missing a lot of times. However, it also has a chance of 30% to leave the target paralyzed. Now, you're probably rarely going to use thunder anyways, right? Unless the opponent is only a single target and is weak to electricity, you're probably never going to use it. So yeah, it's somewhat of a hit and miss with this one, but anyways, it's still nice to have. Now, the blue origin pulse, this is going to be the main heavy attack, which you can use depending on what stage you're in during a fight, right? Now, the activation condition, obviously, it needs to be EX Rainy, and Kyogre is always making it EX Rainy. And now the deactivation condition is when the weather condition is no longer EX Rainy. Makes the target flinch, which is highly useful depending on what kind of content you're currently trying to clear. There is also a support, which is the Starry Sky of Glory, which increases the sync move damage, next effect of an ally, by 4 ranks. Also increases the user sync move, next effect, by 4 ranks. So this one is ideally something you want to drop in before you utilize the sync move. And then there is obviously the sync move itself, which is just there. So yeah, that's a breakdown of the move set from Kyogre. Now, let's take a look at the skill set, right? So obviously, since this is a Master Flare character, you're going to have 4 skills, right? Now, I'm not going to take a look at the lucky skill right now, since this one is not necessarily be part of the video. However, the Hoenn Spirit is going to be the first one. This one powers up the special attack of all allied sync pairs by 20% base, right? Also reduces the special attack move damage taken by all allied sync pairs by 25%. Also very nice. Now, if you're running a full Hoenn theme on your team, you're going to have even higher percentages, right? So the additional sync pair power up moves by 15% and reduces damage by 3%. So the maximum is going to be 50% and 31% damage reduction. That's a lot. That's a lot. However, you're probably never going to run Kyogre in a full Hoenn team kind of team, since there is no optimal sort of, I don't know, team composition which I could have found, right? But anyways, there is always the choice of running a full Hoenn team. So if you're running if you're creating like ready to play mono teams, for example, then obviously running a full Hoenn team, water type, for example, with Kyogre would be an option. Anyways, Blue Power Awakening, become Primal Kyogre until the end of battle. So this one's going to be the passive skill, which is active. Anyways, Hoenn Blessing charges the user's move gauge by 1 when its attack move hits while weather is rainy, which is always going to be the case. And also increases the user's sync move by effect by 1 rank when its attack move hits while the weather is rainy. Now, you always want to have somebody on the team who also is able to use Rain Dance, right? That way you're always going to be able to keep rain going, like, for example, Swampert, right? Now, but we're going to get to the team in a second. And there is also Sure Hit, P moves, and S move crit. The user's moves never miss, which is very nice, right? Except in certain circumstances, successful hits with the user's following attacks become critical hits. Pokemon's moves or sync moves, right? So that is just on top of it. Now, Kyogre has a huge amount of base HP and a good attack, right? So definitely one of those heavy hitting Pokemon currently in the game. Right, now, if you're going to take a look at the full Synchrid, for example, as of now, if you're only having one copy of the sync pair, right, you're probably going to be able to just load up all of these because it still fits in the limit, which is up here at 3 at the moment, right? We're left with 3 anyways. However, if you're running 2 copies, it probably worth maybe changing a few things. I would definitely take out anything that boosts the thunder damage because you're probably never going to use it anyways, right? So I would definitely get rid of all of these, maybe even focus on the damage output for original pulls, or also definitely grab the special attack boosting stat tiles, right? These are going to be nice. Now, down here, this is the thunder section. Now, I don't really think this is necessary unless you want to get this. The endurance is going to be nice because that way you're going to be able to be a bit more tanky. However, Water Guard would also be nice depending on what kind of opponent you're running against, right? So resetting may be an option at times. Other than that, Racing Rain is definitely something you want to always grab. So that's probably my go-to one which I would use. And also Refreshing Rain, because this one will auto restore the user's HP whenever it takes an action while the weather is rainy. So this one's going to be a very good self-sustaining tile for Kyogre. So my suggestion is actually, if you want to get Kyogre, 205 would be actually the most optimal. 105 is already great, but 205, literally self-sustaining, doing a lot of damage and being just awesome. Right, so let's carry on. Now, as for teams, right, if you're looking for an optimal team, this is it. This is probably the best team which you can run, or the second best team. Let's say the second one, because the best team would probably running Greninja and Suicune alongside the Kyogre. That would be the best team, right? However, if you're lacking both of those, this is the most optimal team to run the Master Flare Kyogre, because obviously we have Blastoise, great support, and also we have Swampert, and Swampert is another great support. Swampert can also do Rain Dance, which basically lets it rain again, right? Both of these can Mega Evolve using their Sync move, right? So that's going to be very, very nice when you're trying to, for example, be more tanky. So if you're, the rotation I generally would advise to do depending on what kind of battle you're in. If it's a more longer battle and you're trying to be more tanky, go with the Sync move from Blastoise first, Mega Evolve, right? That way he will also have the safety net active, which will basically not allow him to get one-shotted. And also, after that, grab the Sync move from Swampert next, right? In order for him to Mega Evolve. And then, or depending on what kind of battle you're in, you want to run with Kyogre first. But that's my team suggestion, if anything else. Right, so let's look at a bit of gameplay and see what this team can actually do. We're again here on the Legendary Arena, facing Entei, right? And this one is obviously weak to water, and we just want to see the damage potential of this character and the sync pair itself and the entire team, right? So we're going to start off with the normal one just to see how easy it is to clear. Now, this is the team, again, I'm running, right? I'm suggesting this team. The tactics, you want to go Blastoise and Swampert in first and second slot, and then third slot go with May, right? May has a lot of HP herself, is quite tanky. You could even drop her in second spot, but I would suggest leaving Swampert in second and May in third, right? You could also run Swampert in third to maybe help him survive a bit longer so you can use more rain, but you only have rain twice active. So yeah, let's keep it at that, right? And the rotation is going to be something like you want to start off the battle with Kyogre, with the blue, where is it? Right, let's quickly go here. With the blue original pulse, for example, right? And then also straight away, you want to use X defense all and to the top. Now, to the top applies the move gauge acceleration to the allied field of play, which basically also raises the critical hit rate of all allied sync pairs by 1 stat rank. So again, Blastoise is a great support, probably one of the best supports still in the game till this day. X defense all also pretty handy. Water pulse has a chance of leaving the opponent confused, right? But generally you just want to use the top right and the bottom left, if anything, right? And as for Swampert, again, Rain Dance is going to be used once it stops raining. After that, Ready for This can also be used if you want to deal more damage with Swampert, but I'd suggest generally going with Muddy Waters because this will reduce the accuracy of the opponent. Earth Power does have a chance of lowering the special defense, but it's very low, so I highly suggest not using this. But yeah, that's the team. Let's dive into this. We're probably just going to destroy Entei anyways. Poor one. We're going to do the first one, then the second one, and then the highest difficulty, just to showcase the damage output of the team. Look at this. So we're going with this first. It's a one-shot. Yeah, it's a one-shot, literally. Yeah, Entei has no chance. We're going with Blue Origin Pulse again. Let me turn down the volume a bit. X defense again. Origin Pulse did the second one. We're going with Muddy Waters next from Swampert. Should be able to clear the field pretty quickly. And an Origin Pulse once. Boom. Entei's second stage is down. We haven't even hit our sync move yet, but we're going to do it now. Should be able to kill him off straight away. Yeah, okay, he survived. Let's get the Water Pulse from Blastoise in there. Oh, that's not enough? What? I would have thought Blastoise is going to be able to kill him off. Let's go with Muddy Waters and X defense again one more time before the opponent actually gets to drop in their sync move, right? Bro, Entei is literally so slow in attacking. Let's go. We finished Entei off very easy, no trouble whatsoever. So that was the first run. Now let's go to the second difficulty. Right, there it is. Hard challenge. Also, same team again, same rotations. Let's do this. The only non-Hoenn character here is Blastoise. So we're not going to get the full effect from the Hoenn passive ability. But yeah, it is what it is anyways. Let's go with Blue Origin Pulse. And Ready for This on this side here. Another defense all. Oh my days. Another one shot at stage 2. That's just broken. That is literally not. We're going to the top now with Blastoise after this one to increase the move gauge for us. Don't really need to do nothing else with Swampert at that point. Rain is still active. After this round, Rain is not going to be active. We're going to be going with Rain Dance now. And gonna grab the sync move here from Blastoise. Is Blastoise going to be able to finish off business here? Let's quickly see. So Blastoise again, Ultra Evolving, Mega Evolving, sorry. Boom. Okay, we finished it off. Nice. Blastoise got the job done. We're at last stage now. Let's grab to the top again. And we're probably not going to need another move from our Kyogre anyways, since we are probably going to one-shot Entei now. Yes, we did it. Okay. Sorry, but that's just too easy. I mean, literally broken. If you just started the game and you managed to grab this May with Kyogre, you're going to get carried a long way. Right. Third and last one, the very hard stage. Now, let's do this one again. Same team again. Again, as I said, if you just started fresh, if you just managed to get the Arc Suit N and the two newest Master Fair characters, which are Kyogre and Brandon's Groudon, then you're set to go. You might as well want to try and grab Koraidon and Miraidon as well. Those two are going to come in very handy as well. But yeah, if you're going to grab those, you're set. Pretty much set. So we're on the harder stage now. Let's see if we can do similarly well as in the other ones. To the top, Blue Origin Sky, and ready for this. Let's do this. Let's see if we can one-shot him in one round first again. Yeah. This is just stupid, the damage output this character is doing. Defense all again. Muddy Waters. Let's go. Half. We should be... Yeah, okay. We're at 60%. That's good. The Muddy Waters from... Yeah, at 42. So we're probably not going to one-shot him now. Yeah, we're not. Right, we're going to go with our sync move next. Let's quickly hold out on. Yeah, we are going to go to the sync move now with... instead of running it from Blastoise, we're going to go with the sync move from Kyogre. Yeah, it's going to stop raining in a moment. I think we have 2 more turns, actually. It's time-based, by the way, right? X defense all against with Blastoise. Origin Pulse, attack. 56% left. One more. Blastoise shouldn't be taking much damage anyways. X defense again. Muddy Waters. Our Swampert is burned. And also our Kyogre is burned, but it should be alright. I think we're going to be done here before he's able to utilize the sync move. Let's see. Yeah, we're not going to get it done. Yeah, we lost our Blastoise, unfortunately. If we would have done the sync move before that with Blastoise, we would have survived, but it doesn't really matter. We're done now anyways. GG. Finished. 0% left. Entei is down. And literally a cheat code with these units, literally a cheat code. Right, and with that, I think we can conclude the showcase of the 105 May Champion and Kyogre. Broken unit, very much broken. Literally will be able to carry anyone who just started the game or anyone with looking for a good water team. This will carry you all the way for a long time. I think the next good character which is going to drop is probably going to be around June, which is most likely going to be another Arc Suit unit, right? But for now, again, the current Master Fairs which are there, right, are probably best to pick up for anyone, right? Especially if you're a fresh player and you're lacking a lot of units, those are the ones you want to be grabbing. But yeah, let me know down below in the comment sections if you was able to grab May, Champion, and Kyogre. And yeah, as always, thanks for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. Until next time.